Now we'll start our today's interesting topic, Arduino. It is the IoT interfacing board and it is open source, freely available software and user friendly. The person who can read or write English can write the code for Arduino. No matter you are from which branch, you can use any branch. For example, if you are from civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer, you can use Arduino. So the person who can read or write English can do the programming of Arduino. So it is very simple, and you can make very interesting topics used in day-to-day life also using Arduino. So we'll start our next session, Arduino, the IoT interfacing board. First IoT interfacing board. So first we will see what is IoT. So IoT is nothing but physical network of physical objects. So all physical objects are connected through internet to the each other. So this is IoT. In simple format, IoT is anytime, any place connectivity for anything. So anytime connection, any place connection, anything connection is known as IoT. So for IoT, most commonly used devices are interfacing boards are Arduino, then Node MCU, and then Raspberry Pi. Arduino and Node MCU uses C and C++ language. Raspberry Pi uses Python language. Arduino and Node MCU uses C and C++ language. So electrical students are generally using Arduino and Node MCU for IoT applications, and computer IT students are using Raspberry Pi for IoT applications. So these are three basic IoT interfacing boards. So we'll start from Arduino. So let's start first. This is my Arduino board. So this is my Arduino board. We are using this Arduino board. Now in this Arduino board, basic requirement you should know is the pins. So it has power pins. This is my power pins. These are analog inputs and these are digital input outputs. How to provide power supply? Most important thing, how to provide power supply to this board. So you can provide power supply from this USB cable, or you can give 12 volt, 7 to 12 volt from here, or you can give 5 volt and ground from here, or you can give V in and ground from here. So there are 4 sources to provide input. You can provide 5 volt from this USB cable from computer, or you can provide external 5 volt from here. You can provide 7 to 20 volt from this adapter, or you can provide 7 to 20 volt from this V in and ground. So these are important points for providing power supply. In our applications, we are providing power supply through USB cable. So first point, how to provide power supply. So we are providing power supply from USB cable. Next, in this, how many analog inputs are there? So it has A0 to A5. A0 to A5 means 6 analog inputs are there. So 6 analog inputs are there. Then how many digital input outputs are there? So there are 0 to 13. 0 to 13 means 14 digital input outputs are there. In that, if you observe the pins, so pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 has one indicator, one simple, other symbol. So that symbol is PWM. So it has PWM, pulse width modulation. So it is used to change the brightness of LED. It is used to change the speed of motor. So PWM is easily available in Arduino. 0 and 1 are for serial communication. Your programming is done through 0 and 1. So when you connect USB, this is USB to TTL converter. This is RX-TX indicator, and through this Arduino programming is done. On this board, this is power supply indicator, on, power supply indicator, and this is L. L means LED. So this LED is connected to pin number 13. So pin number 13, there is internal LED, and you can use this LED to test your board. So whenever you purchase new Arduino board, you have to load one program, LED Blink, which is freely available. And after loading the program, this LED should blink. So if this LED blinks, then Arduino board is okay, otherwise Arduino board is faulty. And most important is IC. So in this we are using Atmega 328 IC. So this is Atmega 328 IC. So this is my general purpose microcontroller board. So forget about all and understand what requirement you should know before starting practical. So first requirement is how to provide power supply. So you can provide power supply from USB cable or you can provide power supply from adapter. Second important thing, how many analog inputs are there? So it has 6 analog inputs, A0 to A5. And third important thing, how many digital input outputs are there? So 0 to 13 means 14 digital input outputs are there. So only these three things are important to start our session. So we'll start our session. So this is our general purpose Arduino board. Now, general purpose microprocessor system. This is your CPU. First we'll see general purpose microprocessor system. So it has CPU, then RAM, then ROM, then input output ports, then timer, and then serial COM port. All these parts are separate. All these parts are separate. They are not connected to each other in microprocessor system. So we have to connect these to using wires. So bunch of wire is known as bus. So bus is bunch of wire, and if that bus carries address, then it is address bus. If that bus carries data, then it is data bus. So these are connected using address bus and data bus. Now in this if you take this microprocessor system, the cost will be minimum 5,000 rupees. But the cost will be minimum 5,000 rupees. But if you integrate these all components in single IC like CPU, RAM, ROM, input output, timer, serial port, then this is known as microcontroller. So microcontroller is combination of CPU, RAM, ROM, timer, serial port, etc. So microcontroller is entire microcomputer manufactured on single chip. So microcontroller in simple language is entire microcomputer manufactured on single chip. So there are different types of microcontroller. The first microcontroller is 8051 or 89C51 series. Second microcontroller is PEEK series. Third is AVR series. These three microcontrollers are 8-bit microcontroller. These three microcontrollers are 8-bit microcontroller. Then ARM processor and Raspberry Pi. So 8051 and 89C51 series microcontroller, they are basic microcontroller. PEEK, peripheral interface control series microcontroller. In this PEEK controller, all parameters like ADC, DAC, according to requirement, they are inbuilt. Suppose if you want to make one robotic car, simple robotic car which has only 4 input output, so 6-pin microcontroller is available in PEEK. So if you want temperature sensor, then ADC and microcontroller is available. If you want to control the motor speed, you can use microcontroller and DAC inbuilt in PEEK series. So according to customer requirement, PEEK series microcontrollers are available. Now in AVR series microcontroller, all these parameters, all these hardware are integrated in single IC. So single IC integrated, therefore it is complicated. These three are 8-bit microcontroller, means at a time it will operate on 8-bit. ARM and Raspberry Pi, these are processors. ARM processor, Raspberry Pi. In every mobile, ARM processor is used. And Raspberry Pi, it is credit card size computer. It is credit card size computer. Now in this list there is no Arduino. In this list there is no Arduino. So Arduino is not microcontroller. Arduino is not microcontroller. It is development board using AVR microcontroller. Arduino is not microcontroller. It is development board using AVR series microcontroller. So these 5 people has designed one software known as Arduino, and they had designed one hardware known as Arduino, which uses C++ coding. So these 5 people are generator of Arduino. So they had designed one software Arduino and they had designed one hardware Arduino. Both name is same, Arduino, and they kept it as open source. So anyone can use this software free of cost. So Arduino is nothing but development board using AVR microcontroller. Now what is Arduino? So Arduino is an open source electronics prototype platform based on flexible, easy to use hardware and software. Arduino is an open source platform based on flexible, easy to use hardware and software. Flexible means if you write one program, just change the inputs, you can change the application. So in next video we are learning various applications. Now Arduino become famous because of inexpensive. The cost of Arduino is less than 500 rupees, and if you assemble your own Arduino, its cost is very low. It is near about 200 to 300 rupees. So this is my so we can use this open source IDE, and Arduino is inexpensive, cost is 500 rupees. Now cross platform IDE. Cross platform IDE. IDE, what is the meaning of IDE? IDE means integrated development environment. IDE means integrated development environment. In any microcontroller based system, you require some softwares. That softwares are editor, used to edit the program; assembler, used to convert assembly file into machine file; compiler, used to convert C language into machine file; debugger, used to find out the errors; simulator, simulator is used to check the hardware without real hardware; then programmer. So these are different softwares. These all softwares are integrated in single software. That software is known as IDE, integrated development environment. So IDE is nothing but all softwares are combined in single software. For example, Keel is used for microcontroller. So Keel is software. In that, editor, assembler, compiler, debugger is there. Similarly, there is Arduino IDE. Now the difference between Keel and Arduino is Keel software will operate only on Windows, and it will not operate on Mac and Linux OS. But Arduino software operates in Windows, Mac and Linux, all three. Therefore it is known as cross-platform IDE. In industries, Linux operating system is used because Linux operating system is virus free. So you cannot use Keel software in Linux, but IDE you can use in Linux also. So in industry, IDE use this Arduino. So due to cross-platform IDE, it is famous. And most important point is open source IDE and extensions. Its software is free of cost. It is open source. It is available on Arduino.cc website. It is available on Arduino.cc website. And its extensions means its programs are freely available. All programs are freely available. So extensions are freely available. Due to these three reasons, Arduino is famous. Now there are different types of Arduino. So first type is Arduino Uno, on which we are going to perform practical. Then Arduino Mega. So Arduino Mega, it has more input outputs, more memory. Then Arduino Nano. Then Arduino LilyPad, Boardino, and do-it-yourself Arduino. There are n number of Arduino boards, so these are common boards. So Arduino Uno, Mega, Nano, these are three common boards. LilyPad, it is used in wearable. It is used on cloths. Boardino and do-it-yourself Arduino. Now Arduino components. Already we had seen Arduino components. So first part is power supply. You can give power supply from here. Then analog inputs. Then digital input output 0 to 13. This is reset pin. This is SCL SDR I to C bus. We will see I to C afterwards. And this is microcontroller ATmega 328. So this is our Arduino components. If you want to go for more Arduino pins, so this is the complete data sheet for Arduino. So this is our first session, so we will not go into this detail into this. Now features. These are the features of Arduino. So first feature is microcontroller. So ATmega 328 is the microcontroller. Operating voltage, it operates on 5 volt. Input voltage recommended, you can connect adapter 7 to 12 volt. Input voltage limits, you can give V in 6 to 20 volt. And digital input output pins are 14. So there are 14 digital input outputs. Out of that 14 input outputs, 6 are PWM. Then analog input pins. So there are 6 analog input pins. DC current per pin, 40 milliampere is the DC current per pin. In 89C51 it is less than 1 milliampere, but in Arduino it is up to 40 milliampere. If you are using 3.3 volt, then 50 milliampere. Memory, flash memory means coding memory. So 32 kilobyte is the ROM memory. RAM memory 2 kilobyte and EEPROM 1 kilobyte. And clock speed is 16 megahertz. You cannot change crystal in Arduino. You cannot change crystal in Arduino. So it is 16 megahertz. So these are the features. Without knowing the features, you cannot go ahead. So Arduino, in Arduino microcontroller is ATmega 328. Operating voltage is 5 volt. Input voltage adapter required is 7 to 12 volt. And input voltage Vin is 6 to 20 volt. Digital input outputs are 14. Out of that 14, 6 are PWM. Analog input pins are 6. DC current pins, current is per pin is 40 milliampere, and if you are operating on 3.3 volt, then 50 milliampere. ROM memory for coding is 32 kilobyte. RAM memory for temporary storage is 2 kilobyte, and EEPROM it is for 1 kilobyte, and clock speed is 16 megahertz. So these are the features of Arduino. Now we are starting our practical session. So for that, go to arduino.cc website. On arduino.cc website you will get Arduino software, Arduino IDE. So download that and install Arduino IDE. This is your first step. Connect the board to your computer via USB cable. You have to connect your Arduino board to USB cable. Arduino board to computer via USB cable. If needed, install the drivers. If computer asks install the driver, you have to install the drivers. Then open Arduino IDE. Select your board. After that, select your serial port. Now I am working on laptop. My laptop doesn't have serial port. So when I connect USB cable, one virtual serial port will generate. So you have to select that serial port. Then open the blink example. Arduino has ready-made blink example. So open that blink example, upload the program and start uploading. So when you upload the program, LED should blink. If LED blinks, then your hardware is okay, otherwise there is problem in Arduino board. So for doing this practical, we require Arduino Uno. So we have Arduino Uno. Then laptop, we have Arduino, we have laptop and USB cable. So these three things are required for our first practical. So LED, you can connect extra LED at pin number 13, but on board there is LED, so no need of this LED. So this is optional. Adapter, you can connect 7 to 12 volt here, but we are using USB cable to provide power supply as well as programming, so no need of this adapter. Next, download and install the Arduino software. So this is my Arduino IDE. Arduino IDE. We have to install this. After that, select serial port. So you have to go to tools, serial port, and you have to select proper serial port. This is compulsory required at first time. So tools, serial port and your port. Then you have to select board. So go to tools, board, there are n number of boards. So you have to select Arduino Uno. So tools, board, Arduino Uno. Then open blink example. So go to file, example, and use blink program. So this is my Arduino software. I will explain this. First, this blue mark is menu bar. Menu. So here file, edit, sketch, tools are the menu. Then this green is button bar. So all menus are in button format. So no need to go into menu. Just click on button. Then this is editor. Editor is software or section where you can write the program. Then status bar. Here you can observe the status. What function right now it is executing, whether it is compiling, uploading, errors, etc. So status is indicated here, and program notification area. If there is any error, that error will be indicated here. So this is program notification area. So this is my Arduino IDE. Now we are starting our first practical, LED blinking. So I am teaching you 3 commands for that LED blinking program. So my logic is, first I have to define the pin, whether that pin is input or output. Then I have to make that pin high, wait for some time, make that pin low, wait for some time, repeat the sequence. So my first instruction is pin mode into bracket pin comma input or output. So pin mode 13 comma output means pin number 13 will become output. So pin mode 13 comma output means pin number 13 will become output. Suppose I want to make pin number 8 as input. My instruction will be pin mode 8 comma input. So this is simple instruction. It is used to make any pin input or output. Next, I want to make that pin high or low. High means on, low means off. So you can use instruction digital write pin number high or low. Digital write pin number high or low. So suppose if you want to make pin number 13 high, so digital write 13 comma high. If you want to make 13 low, then my instruction will be digital write 13 comma low. Now in LED blinking we have to wait for some time. So for that there is direct ready-made instruction delay. Delay into bracket time millisecond. So delay into bracket 2500. So it is delay of 2.5 second. If I want 1 second delay, I can write delay into bracket 1000. If I want 2 second delay, I can write delay into bracket 2000. Now most important things in all instructions. These all instructions are case sensitive. These all instructions are case sensitive means if you observe in pin mode M is capital. Pin mode M is capital. It is compulsory capital. If it is small, instruction will not execute. Input output, it is capital. Digital write W is capital. High low is capital. In digital write, in instruction we cannot use space. So to start next word it will be capital. Pin mode, digital write, digital read R will be capital. So these are 3 commands. Now we'll start our programming session. So Arduino program template. So this is my Arduino program template. So understand this template. It is divided into 4 sections. Your first section is program description. You can write program description here for which purpose you have written the program. This is optional. It is not compulsory used. Then second section is global initialization. Global initialization. Here you can initialize the pins. For example, you can give name LED to pin number 13. So you can give name like this INT LED equal to 13. So 13 is named as LED. So that initialization is global initialization. It is written here. Then void setup. Here you can write setup. Setup and loop. Setup and loop are very important. Setup. Put your code to run once. Whatever you write here, it will be executed only one time. So in setup, whatever you write, it will be executed only one time. And in loop, put your main code here to run repeatedly. So whatever you write into this loop, it will be repeated. It will be repeated infinite times. So program will not stop whatever you write here. If you want to execute only one time, you have to write here. So whatever you write into setup, it will be executed only one time. And whatever you write into loop, it will be executed only infinite time. It will execute on infinite time. So there are 4 sections. This is program description, which is optional. Global initialization, here you can initialize the pin numbers. Setup, here you can initialize whether that pin is input or output. Once it is defined, no need to give the instruction repeatedly. And loop, whatever you are doing, that will be repeated. So for LED blinking, we will write like this. INT LED pin 13. Then that pin should be at output and make that pin high, wait, low, wait. So my code is like this. INT LED pin equal to 13. So this is my global initialization. So I had given pin number 13. I had given name to pin number 13 as LED pin. Void setup. Setup, it is used to execute program only one time. So pin mode LED pin comma output. So my LED pin out means pin number 13 will become output. Then void loop. The program which is repeated is written into loop. So digital write LED pin high. Digital write LED pin high. So LED pin will become high. Delay 1000. So wait for 1 second. Digital write LED pin low. Make the LED off and again wait for 1 second. Repeat the code. LED high, wait for 1 second. LED low, wait for 1 second, repeat the code. LED high, low, high, low. So my LED blinking programming is here. Now this program is written into C language. Any microcontroller doesn't know C language or assembly language. It knows only one language. That language is machine language. So we have to convert this language into machine language, and for that you have to do compiler. So compiler is software used to convert C language into machine language. If your program successfully compiles, then it indicates done compiling. And if there is error, it will indicate error in compiling in red mark. Then after compiling, your program is converted into machine language, but it is not loaded into IC. So to load into IC, you have to click on upload. So when you click on upload, that program will upload into IC, and if it successfully uploads, then it indicates done uploading. Otherwise it will give error. After uploading, we have to check whether LED is blinking or not. So you can insert LED, or you can check directly on the LED. So if LED is blinking, your program is okay, your hardware is okay. So this is our theory about Arduino. This is basic theory. Without this theory you cannot go ahead. So this is our basic theory about Arduino. Now we'll start our practical session on Arduino. So in this we require Arduino, USB cable, computer, etc. So we'll start our session on Arduino. So we have to open Arduino software. So when I open Arduino software, it looks like this. Now we have to use hardware. So this is my Arduino board, Arduino Uno. This is my Arduino Nano. This is Arduino LilyPad. This is do it yourself Arduino. So I had designed this Arduino, do it yourself Arduino. This is my USB cable. So I will connect Arduino with USB cable. So if you observe, this green LED is power supply indicator, and this orange LED is pin number 13. So this is my power supply indicator, and this is my pin number 13, which is continuous on, and this is my power supply indicator. We will write code to blink this LED. So this is my Arduino software. First step is go to click on tools. So you have to click on tools, click on board. Our board is Arduino Uno, so select Arduino Uno. So I had selected Arduino Uno board. Then again click on tools, select port. So my Arduino is connected to COM number 3. So this is virtual port, I have to select this. So these two steps are very important, and we have to do it one time. After that, click on file, example, basic, and then blink. So here you are getting ready-made program. If you see, there are n number of programs in basic also. There are n number of programs in digital also. There are n number of programs. So these are freely available program, list of programs. According to your requirement, you can use any program. So these are freely available programs or sketches. So we have to use our main program. So in basic, you are going for blinking. So this is my blinking program. In this is the information about who has written the code. So I will delete it. So my program is like this: white setup, pin mode, LED bulletin. LED bulletin means pin number 13. Then in setup, bulletin is high, wait for 1 second. Bulletin is low, wait for 1 second. Now we have to convert it into compile. So this button is for compile, or you can say verify, and this is for upload. If you want to convert only C language into machine language, then use compile, or if you want to upload, then you can use upload. So if you click on upload, automatic compilation will done and uploading will done. So I will click on upload. So compiling sketch. So compiling is in progress. So this is the progress compiling. So after compiling, your program will be loaded into hardware. So we had clicked on upload, so LED should blink at the speed of 1 second. So this LED should blink after uploading. So right now compiling is in progress. After compiling, if there is error, then it will indicate in red color that there is error. If there is no error, then compiling will be okay. Now uploading, and see, this LED is blinking 1 second on, 1 second off. So this is LED blinking and my Arduino board is okay. Now I will change the speed, so just change 1000 to 100, so it will blink fast, and I have to click on upload. So again compiling is there. Whenever you are making any change, then compiling, we have to do compiling and uploading. So again compiling, now uploading. Now see, LED blinks fastly. So LED blinks fastly. So this is your LED on off program or basic first program on Arduino. So this is very important to test your Arduino board. You can change the speed also. If you write 2000, so for after every 2 seconds, so I will write 2 seconds on and 1 second off. You can change the speed according to your requirement. So again compiling is there. After compiling, it will upload. Now it will turn on for 2 seconds. This indicator will turn on for 2 seconds, and after 2 seconds it will turn off for 1 second. Now uploading. Now done uploading. So 2 seconds on, 1 second off. 2 seconds on, 1 second off. So this is the LED blinking program. So this is our today's session. So thank you very much for watching this session. So in next we are going for next applications. So thank you for today's session. Thank you very much.